Yeah, again, here, Black, you probably have plenty of stories from your time on 92, but do you have one that sticks out in your mind that you can share with our viewers?
I got to tell you one that I'm afraid is against me. It's to do with DACT. We were at Deche Momanu, and Ron Cook was my navigator, and we were going to get airborne with a guy called Andy Cairncross, who often flew as my number two. And we were doing a thing called 2v2v2 against two F-15s and two F-5 aggressors.
Wow.
Now, as Andy Cairncross got to the end of the runway, his airplane went US.
Oh.
So they're now 2v2v1. So I know I'm in trouble right from the start. So we entered the arena, and we don't know where the other guys are. And my pulse is going at a very fast rate, and I thought I better enter with as much speed as I can get. So Ron Cook, brilliant navigator, found one of the F-15s, and we took him out with a Sparrow, and he was removed from the fight because the guy's controlling it on the ACI range. That's a fair kill. We moved on to the second. I'd lie. We took out one of the F-5s. We took out the other F-5, and we took out one of the F-15s. Wow. At this stage, Ron Cook's been playing a blinder in the back seat. I've got 3 confirmed kills, but I got an F-15 out there who's after my arse, and I am mildly concerned. At this stage, I thought the only way to do it is to get out of this now before I get shot down. So I'd got full throttle. I was a full afterburner and headed out of the arena. That's the only way out.
Mm-hmm.
At that moment, a whole bunch of bright lights came on, which these bright lights say you have 2,000 pounds of fuel left.
Uh-oh.
Now that's not a lot of fuel.
No.
I was in afterburner, and what was more, I was heading the wrong way. I was heading north, and where I had to get to was to the south. So I came out of afterburner, got as high as I could, and just set the throttles to use as little fuel as possible, and headed back for base. A large thinker's puzzle. What are you going to do now, Robertson? Because you really screwed this up. So what I did was to get hold of the guy in the control tower at Deche, who was a chap we took along with us to help out with problems in the tower. John Wells, lovely man. John, I've got a fuel problem. What runway are we on? Still the one we took off on? Yes. That would mean I had to fly a very long route to get back. So I said, John, I've got a fuel emergency. Can you get them to turn the runway around the other way so I can land from north to south?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go through any of their routing. I'm going to take a straight line from where I am right now, which is 100 miles north of you with no fuel. Please make it happen, otherwise I'm in trouble. And John Wells just said, leave it with me. It took some time. He eventually managed it, stopped other people flying, which upset everybody. I managed to land, the wind was only light, so I could land downwind. I had enough fuel to taxi back, called the squadron together, told them what I'd done, said I was an extremely bad boy, very silly, and I grounded myself. So I was not allowed to fly for the rest of the day. However, after about half an hour, the guy running the detachment said, I need you on the program because you're the only air combat leader I've got left, and if you don't fly, we lose 4 sorties.
Oh.
So I ungrounded myself and flew. But it was, I'd embarrassed the hell out of myself, Mike. And I've always believed in one thing. You've got to tell the truth. I screwed up. I screwed up in spades. But I suppose in the end, I respected myself for being honest. And I love John Wells and the control tower for saving my bacon.